Hey y'all, welcome back to On the Record. I'm Fred Willis, your gracious host, and I have a very special guest with me today. And I mean a really special guest with me today. Life uh, takes us in circles, and today is a full circle moment for me as I welcome my very special guest today. She is none other than Jenna GQ, all the way from, well, she's in New Zealand today. But I met her in Japan, so she's one of my favorite people in the world. That is a literal sentence, and I am thrilled to have her on. We're going to be talking about her new song, her wonderful choir, and a whole lot of other stuff today. So help me welcome to the show, Jenna GQ. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. And it's so good to see you again.
I know it. It really is. And uh, I'm telling everybody I met you years ago in Japan, and you were with I think it was the Sunnyside Choir. I'm not sure if that was the choir you were with, but there were a few choirs that we met as we were kind of touring around the Tokyo area, and we met your choir, and I was like, wow, these people can really sing. And the more I learned about you, I really had a deep appreciation for what you were doing in there. And obviously, you're in New Zealand with your husband, Nick, and your son. But before we get into your new song, I want you to talk to me about how you got into gospel music, how you found gospel music, and how it became a passion of yours.
Um, my very first encounter, I have to say, it was Sister Act 2. And
Okay.
actually, it was a really big hit in Japan.
Yeah.
So that through that movie, um, you know, there many Japanese choirs were born. So, so yeah, that was my first. I was a teenager, but after that, I had a chance to join African American church based in Tokyo, and that was my real encounter with the gospel music. I love the church culture. I love the music,
Mm-hmm.
and I really got into it. So powerful, so inspirational, and I wanted to, create places for Japanese people because that was an American church, and many of Japanese people cannot speak English,
Right.
and
Right.
many of them are not Christians.
Mm-hmm.
Japan's Christian population is less than 1%.
Oh
So I
wow.
just wanted to create a place, just a space for anybody to come and sing gospel,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy singing and make friends and be encouraged. And you and that was my beginning as a choir director, and I've been just doing it for more than 20 years now. And we I sing with a lot of American singers in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, gospel music is my life, it's my journey, and that's what I love. And I just moved here in New Zealand. I did a couple of workshops here, and I have this is very multicultural, like international country. So
Mm-hmm.
now I have many um, members from different countries, different ethnicities. So this Sing in Unity project is really something new to me. And this is a global virtual choir. I'm connecting all of them together, all the people that I know, and even the people I don't know. I want to, connect them together and be friends. And, this is a move for unity. And that's what I'm trying to do now. It's a very new walk for me.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. What a wonderful story. And again, as I said, I actually met somebody when I met you. I think it was Vincent was with you.
Ah,
Then
yes.
yeah, he was on that show. And Tanya, I think it's
Mhm.
Whitaker, Latanya Whitaker. She was on the Singing Unity, Singing Peace, which we played that on Soul Prosper Radio. We were showing you love, mad love on that song. So she was on. I can't remember what was the song she was on because that's the one I played.
Right by your
Right
side.
by your side. There you go. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. So we played right by your side. We did put in singing unity, singing peace. We did play that one as well. But so once I met you, I picked up on what you were trying to do, and I loved it so much because You mentioned the Japan's Christian population is less than 1%. However, because of the American military bases over there, the population of Black Americans, I think it's a little higher than 1%. I saw, I saw a few people over there, and I was so surprised. We would be walking around town, and we were like, "Hey, hey, what's that's our cousin right there?"
Yeah, yeah, there's a community there and all lovely people, beautiful people. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, speaking of lovely people, I think that has been kind of the crux of what singing unity is. So I love what you're doing now. And you have worked with, you mentioned a lot of gospel artists. You worked with Todd Delaney, the likes of Todd Delaney, on this virtual project. So there's a lot more to come from singing unity besides the lead single, which is My Faith. Tell me the name of it. My Faith has
My
the
faith
final
has the
say.
final say.
Ooh, you kind of tapped in right there. Talk to me about My Faith has the final say.
So I wrote this song in the midst of the pandemic,
Mm,
and you know, nobody expected this to be this long and this big,
right.
and it was so hard for me. I lost so many things, and it was very hard experience. But still, I I I didn't want to give up, and I want to do something to move forward, not just waiting for this to be over, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to, do something to move forward. And then I was praying and praying, and God gave me this song.
Mm-hmm.
This song, the verse says, "When they say no, I say yes.
Yeah.
When they say impossible, I say miracles are on the way.
Mm,
And when they say it's over, I say it's my time for a breakthrough.
my God.
My faith has the final say." So
Yeah.
that's the song. And when I wrote this song, it became really my faith song. And thought, you know, I can, I trust, I believe that I can do something with this song,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
this is what I believe. And I'm sure that this word can, anybody else can relate to this word,
Yeah.
and especially in a time like this, we need to believe, we
Right.
need to believe in advance. And so I just decided to do this as a virtual choir because we are still in a pandemic, and
Yeah.
I see a lot of potential in the virtual way of doing things, because this is something new, and we can be connected like
Mm-hmm.
all of the world with all of the world.
Yeah.
and and so many people participate. I have 269 people join this song,
Wow.
and the people that I know and people even I didn't know, they approached me and they sent me this voice, and they told me that this song really touched them, encouraged
Mm,
them. So I'm sure their voices can touch, so many more people.
yeah.
This is really, God's doing, and
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that I see my miracles are on the way.
Absolutely. And something that I'm listening to your lyrics and I'm thinking, some things that we think are kind of only germane to us, they're unique to us in the Black experience, unique to the Black church, unique to the gospel music experience. But I love that those lyrics came to you. And so that makes me want to ask you now, who are your influences in gospel music? Who are your influences spiritually? Who do you gain wisdom from? Who do you glean spiritually from that contribute to your songwriting and your art?
Um, I think my foundation was uh, just my church experience. The church
Mm-hmm.
I was in was very old school style. We used to sing like, "Can nobody do me like Jesus?"
Oh,
and "God
okay,
is,"
yeah.
and "I don't know what you come to do," and
All right
all
now.
those old school gospel songs. That was my foundation.
Yeah.
So I think that was the first inspiration, and I listened to a lot of like TD Jakes sermons.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
listened a lot of online sermons, gospel, Black church sermons.
Yeah.
So, and that's that's my weekly, I need
Yeah.
those words for my
Right.
life.
Right.
And
Right.
that's where my, word come from, I think.
Yeah.
And of course, I listen to a lot of gospel music.
Absolutely. Do you have? Would you say you have a favorite artist?
Oh, personally, I have to say Leandra Johnson.
Oh,
That's
really?
my
Okay.
really,
Okay.
really favorite artist. But as a choir, we sing a lot of, uh, you know, many different songs. Of course, Kirk Franklin and,
Yeah.
Hezekiah Walker,
Mm-hmm.
Carter, Donald Lawrence, um, Joe Pace, Israel Houghton, and
Mm-hmm.
many, many artists. We sing all of them. So a lot of those songs are our inspiration.
Now y'all heard that. You heard how well rounded she is. Now some of these young cats can take a lesson from. See, I was about to call you your other name. That I met you, and I was about to call you Nana Gentle.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's my real name
That's your
still.
real name. See, I was gonna call her by her real.
Jenna
See,
is it's the same. Jenna is just the abbreviation of it.
see, I know people. See, I'm trying to tell you, I called her real name. See, we dealing with art names and stage names. But you have such a robust catalog, to pull from. And what I was saying was, you young people need to understand what's reaching around the world. And I think you are familiar with Vincent Bohannon. Are you familiar with Vincent Bohannon? He came to Japan, I know, a couple of years ago. Have you heard his group yet?
What's the group called?
Vincent Bohannon.
That's the group name? I
Well, that's
don't
the
know.
artist, yeah, and his group is SOV. I think SOV, Vincent Bohannon and SOV. I know he's done a few clinics in Japan. I don't know if you were
Oh,
there when he
okay.
came, but yeah, he's made his
Um,
way over
mm,
there.
oh, I think I've heard, but I was not involved in that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Listen, Vincent is kind of he's leading the charge. Well, you got Vincent, you got Patrick Riddick, you got Charles Butler, you have Meacham Clark, you have a number of young artists who are kind of pushing forward. But listen, young folks, if y'all think choir music died in the '90s, listen, it's still hot and it's
Yes.
international. We got Nana. Listen, there I go, calling her again. Nana Jenna GQ is the name, and Singing Unity. They are doing such amazing work, and I want to show y'all. I'll show you later on in the show. Um, she's doing such great work in Japan and New Zealand. You're international yourself. You've been to America. You sang with the Japan. What is it? The Tokyo Mass Choir.
That
With
was
they
Japan Squire.
Japan Mass Choir. She's doing so many wonderful things. She's in New Zealand, y'all. It's 2:30 a.m. where she is, so I gotta shut up. I can't talk as long as I normally do, so she can go go to bed.
Oh,
But
it's okay.
international, you see, international gospel music has international reach, and those of you who are preachers of the gospel, you got to remember there's an international audience also waiting on you. So we talked about faith has the final say. Talk to us about what else is on this Singing Unity project.
Oh, we now we are on to our second song. It's called The Symphony.
Mm.
And so this song, um, what's going on in Ukraine, and
Yes.
I see so many divisions in the world and conflicts and hatred and all that. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought we have to do something,
Mm-hmm.
um, i- to unite our people.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote this song, The Symphony. So it's a real choir song because you can't sing this song with one person. We need soprano, alto, tenor, and bass,
Yeah.
and it has all different melody. I love
Mm-hmm.
those choir music, and now we for this song too, I already have over 200 voices in it, and
Wow.
now we are still collecting the voices. So anybody listening to this, anybody can join. They can just go to my demo on YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
send me their voice by April 30. That's the deadline.
Okay.
And they can be on our single as well. And so this is again global virtual choir. We just had a new member from Jamaica, and I
Wow.
posted her video yesterday, and so many people commented she sounded wonderful. And I'm recording many people here in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday we had somebody from Netherlands and Scotland,
Wow.
and Yeah, so it's many voices coming together. This is gonna be really beautiful. That's our second project.
I love it, and I'm gonna ask you this because you're compiling all of these voices. Number one, I'm gonna ask you two questions. First
Mhm.
question I want to ask: as you bring these voices together, how hard is it to mix them together? Knowing that everybody is kind of recording and they
Mhm.
record in different studios, literally in different countries and different setups. How hard is it? And secondly, I'm going to ask you this: do you feel the weight of the impact this is having on you?
Um, well, first question. It's not hard. It's really fun, but it just takes time
Mm-hmm.
to adjust all the voices. But I love doing it. I love doing it. I because it always starts with one voice, right? So
Yeah.
it when it comes to like 10 voice and 15 voice, 100 voice, I see the difference and
Yeah.
I see the beauty of the choir music, how the different voices come together and it sounds so different. It
Yeah.
sounds so full. And so I really enjoy doing this. It just takes time, but you know, that's what I want to do. That's where my passion is right now. So it's not hard at all. And second question, the weight. Um, Honestly, I don't feel that
Mm-hmm.
because I truly believe that this is what God calls me to do. And
Mm.
I think finally I can do something like this. Like, I I was always, my dream has always been to create choir music for everybody. Because in Japan, like, you've been here, you've been
Yeah.
to Japan,
Yeah.
choir music, the gospel music is already sung by non Christian people, a lot of non Christian people as well. So it's already outside church and it's already for many, many, different people.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to create some choir music that can go
Mm-hmm.
out like the border of race or religion or everything. I wanted to create something that's open to everybody, and I didn't know how, but through this pandemic, I found
Yeah.
a way to do it virtually, and now I can reach anybody in the world virtually. And I think I finally found a way to do what I always wanted to do, and it's so wonderful to hear different English accents, different voices coming
Yeah.
together. It's nobody have heard this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something new, and I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited for this.
I love that so much. She says she's even hearing the dialects, y'all. now,
Yeah, yeah.
now, if I recorded, you would hear a good big Texas accent for me. You would hear that slow. You would hear how hard it is for me to pronounce certain words, cause cause I'm from Texas and we talk very different. We sing differently as well. But I love this so much. I feel that you are ahead of the curve. I feel that this is something that people will also emulate. And that's why this is so special to me because I want to do what I can to make everybody know, not just talk about the song. I mean, you can get the song anywhere, but to get people to focus on what's happening. You're literally uniting countries. You're uniting singers from countries that don't agree, countries who are even at war right now. You're bringing those people in for this project, and you're literally singing in unity. I'm just,
Yes.
I'm overflowing right now as I think about that. And as I said, when I said hard, difficult, painstaking, it takes a lot of time. You say this is not. It just takes time. It ain't hard because it's your passion, and
Mm,
that I think is what I'm gonna say two things. First of all, I think that's passion. It does lift the weight and the burden of hard things. But also, I think this pandemic has given us an opportunity to, as you said, to think a little further, to think bigger than we've thought before, to even hear new melodies. Like you said, you prayed, and listen, y'all, prayer is a big part of what we do. And so never stop praying. But she said when she prayed, she got this idea. She got the songs to write. And I love that so much. And I'm going back to Sister Act 2, and a lot of people, you heard us say that's when a lot of Japanese people, a lot of the Europeans were introduced to gospel music this way. Edwin Hawkins, who wrote "Oh Happy Day," that was kind of the song that busted the door open. I always say about him is that he wrote songs that made the whole world sing. And Nana, you are on it as well. You have written a song and you working on another song that literally has the whole world singing. What would you say if the world just turned their ear to you and they asked, Nana, what can we do? What do we need to do? What would you say to them in this moment?
Oh, let's sing. Let's sing together. That's
Yeah,
all. Because we all need to sing, in a time like this. We need to lift our voice
yeah.
and sing out and, make community,
Mm-hmm.
reach out and, be a blessing for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
so and yeah, music can play a big part of it.
Absolutely.
When we
Yeah.
sing together, we are friends, we are brothers and sisters, and that's what we want to do.
I want y'all to see this. This is Jenna GQ. This is one of her pictures with her group in Japan. And this is the project Sing in Unity. My faith has the final say. It's coming to you. It's already here, actually. And we've got Symphony is on the way. Listen, no, listen. I would love to just keep talking to you all day. It's daytime here. It's nighttime where you are. And she said, just sing. Mahalia Jackson, that's another breakthrough artist that reached Europe and even Asia and had the people singing. She sang a song that says, come on, children, let's sing. Let's sing
Mm.
about the goodness of the Lord. And you see Nana's journey, or Jenna GQ, y'all. I'm just going to say that. Jenna GQ. She's my friend. She's my real friend. And so we talk about music. When I saw her at the Dove Awards a few years ago, it was like, what? And so,
Yes.
yeah, even though she was there with another group, we reconnected. And I met her during my time with the Glory Gospel Singers. And so we have remained connected. She's a wonderful person, has such a beautiful spirit. And this Sing in Unity project, there's a lot of great gospel music out, but this Sing in Unity project is special. She's got the whole world singing. I can't stop saying that. You got the whole world singing. No. How does that feel?
Thank you so much. And yeah, we gotta sing.
You got the
And like
whole
you said,
world singing.
and like what you said about choir music, that's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm thinking. We can't lose choir music.
yeah,
And choir music with a director. I'm not a
yes,
solo singer, I'm a choir director. But what choir directors do, like because of the choir director, anybody can sing together.
yeah,
All the if you don't have it, then all the singers have to be like solo singers.
mm-hmm.
But what about those people that are not really, solo singers or lead singers? They want to sing too.
Yeah,
And with a choir director, I'll show you what how to sing and and what to sing, and
right,
anybody can join in the song, and that's what the director does. And
yeah,
so we can't lose the choir music. I just want to, let people know how fun it is
mm-hmm.
to sing as a choir. That's my another mission.
Yeah. Choir singing is fun. And you said you're choir director. I said I was gonna let you go, but I'm gonna ask you this: do you have anybody that you look to gain wisdom, maybe insight? Maybe you like how animated they are directing. Do you draw influence from anybody as a choir director?
Again, I have to go back to my like first experience
Okay.
because before that, all I knew was just classical like chorus
Yeah,
type
yeah, yeah,
singing. But when I first joined the African American church, the director there, like music minister there at the time, was like really directing.
yeah.
They he she was female. She
uh,
showed everything that we have to do. Like, okay, more,
yeah,
or softly. You know
yeah,
what? You can't sing louder than that. You know, she showed everything to me, and that pulled so much like emotion from
yeah,
us, and
yeah,
I was so impressed by it. And I just love the choir music since then.
I love it, y'all. This is Jenna GQ. The new song is My Faith Has the Final Say. It's coming to us all the way from New Zealand by way of Japan and by way of the world. This Singing Unity Choir has another song coming out, Symphony. When it comes out, you're going to hear me talking about it. But we talked about it today. You remember that we spoke about it here today. You may have heard it first here today. I don't care where you heard it. Just tell everybody you heard it here on the record. Jenna GQ, you have blessed my socks off today. It's been so good talking to you, reconnecting with you. I got to mention the Jeep Wrangler commercial that you did. Not only has she made great gospel music, but she's had literal commercial success. Talk to me real quick about that project, how you were able to put that choir together for that commercial.
Oh, the Jeep. You said the Jeep thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for following me. Oh, they approached me. They wanted to do a gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they wanted to do a gospel, to bring a gospel choir for their corporate event, and they approached me,
Mm-hmm.
and we put together like six American singers and 200 choir, and that's all, our member. I have 2,000 choir members in Japan. So
Wow.
it was quite easy to get them, but they really enjoyed. And we
Yeah.
composed a song for them just for
Mm-hmm.
that occasion,
Mm-hmm.
and we performed at the corporate event, and that was so awesome. That was so awesome.
Wow. And you are awesome. Listen, I didn't ask you, but I'm going to ask you now. How can we connect with you? I know how to get in touch with you because he's my friend. Ha 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 ha. So he's my friend, y'all. But how can people connect with you, follow you, learn so much more about the Singing Unity Choir? Tell us now.
Everybody can be my friend. Jenna GQ on Facebook, and if you search up like Singing Unity, we have a YouTube account, Instagram, and TikTok, and yeah, Facebook. Of course, we have Facebook group, so anybody can join the group.
Okay. So they can join there and they can follow for all the news and where you're going to be. And when you have a song, anybody can record. Now, April 30th is the cutoff. Some of y'all watching me, you want to sing. I know you do. I see it. I see it. April 30th is the cutoff for Symphony. Go to YouTube, listen to the demo, and record your part and get it in. The email address is already there. It ain't hard. Sing, record, send it. Sing, record, send. Those three steps will get you on this next song. And listen, Jenna GQ, you the bomb. I love what you're doing. I love it. I
Thanks.
love it. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much for your time today. This has been On the Record. I'm Fred Willis, your gracious host. And until the next time, y'all keep singing, all right? Yeah.